Hi, I'm Sherwin Bryant. I'm the director of the Center for African and African American Studies here at Rice University. It is an exciting role to take on, absolutely. At a time like this is an exciting opportunity. My colleagues have done a great deal of work and have employed a great deal of thoughtfulness in the structuring of the Center for African and African American Studies. I think that what I bring to this mission is a vision that is equally as capacious and thoughtful as their designs and energies. And I bring a lot of new energy and enthusiasm to this position. Why is it important now? We're at a moment in Black studies where this field of interdisciplinary inquiry has reached 50 years. So when we ask the question now, we're thinking about the past 50 years. Rice has an opportunity to join a robust conversation that really is about thought, research, and communing across the university. We have an opportunity to think about the future of Black studies, even as we think about the past, if you will, right? And so we're now at a space where we can begin to contemplate the impact that African and African American studies have had on a range of disciplines and a range of areas of inquiry within the university. I think my argument is quite simply that African and African American studies touches everything that we consider thought at the university. So if we're thinking about questions of sustainability, if we're thinking about questions of artificial intelligence, if we're thinking about design questions, built environment, these are all questions that matter to and that are central to our understanding of the African continent, what's going on right there, right now, as well as people of African descent all over the Americas. The now, in many ways, is really about our future, if you will. It's quite a long list, but I think what's uppermost and what's most immediate is certainly a great deal more listening. There are lots of folks that I have yet to meet here on campus at Rice and in the greater Houston community, and so I'm very eager to make connections, to listen, and to take on board new ideas and to be in dialogue. But I think one of the things that we want to do is we really want to increase opportunities for Rice undergraduates and graduate students, right? So we have a undergraduate minor, and we are now elaborating our list of courses for Rice undergraduates and graduate students. So students who are starting to register for classes over the course of the next month will see that there are a number of new courses that will be available to them. We want them to know that the center is a space for communing and for developing dialogues, whether that's about books or films or other interests that students have. We want them to know that we're eager to have those kinds of dialogues with them and that we want to partner with them and develop new opportunities. The center is definitely going to be increasing its research development footprint here at Rice, right? Definitely looking to encourage, support, and incubate new research projects, new data collection centers, new working groups here at the center. We have a number of deeply engaged faculty members who are rooted in the center, and we want to support their interests. And so I think in the short run, you'll see us doing that. And I think in addition to that, a lot of new programming will be coming forward, some dialogues on African and African American studies. What is African and African American studies, right? So we'll be reaching out to colleagues around the country to help us curate a series of discussions and talks around those very questions as well. I thought it would be important for us to mark Black history, that the Center for African and African American Studies obviously comprises two interdisciplinary projects, interdisciplinary fields, African and African American Studies. And I think history is fundamental to this particular project of African and African American Studies. And so it's important to mark Black history. I thought that it would be important to do that. I designed it largely to think about some of the important areas of commitment that the center already possesses, right? Thinking about Afro-Mexico, Afro-Latin America, thinking about Africa itself and West Africa and the ways that Africans were a part of the undermining of the transatlantic slave trade, thinking about public history and publicly engaged scholarship, the digital humanities, and then also thinking about the ways that our center reaches across campus to the sciences, to medical humanities, for example. Each of our talks are meant to both engage the community beyond the hedges, as we say here at Rice, but at the same time to engage these particular areas and approaches that are already anchored in the Center for African and African American Studies.